Hi, welcome to my channel, Sewing with Maryrose. In this video, I'm going to show you how to move an embroidery design onto Embrilliance. In Embrilliance, I'm going to show you how to move your design and add lettering. After that, I will show you how to load it onto a USB, remove it, and then put it onto your embroidery machine. Let's get started. This is the design that we'll be loading onto our USB today. In your file, you will select the design that you want to load onto Embrilliance. Here I'm choosing a 4x4 crab applique. After you select your design from your computer, it will open up in the Embrilliance program. You will go into your Embrilliance program and you will see it right here. This is exactly how it will show up, and it will hold on to your last hoop size that you chose. Here I am choosing different fonts. You want to make sure when you are purchasing fonts and loading them into Embrilliance that you choose BX files. BX files will help you create lettering that is so easy to maneuver, manipulate, and change in the Embrilliance program. You can even get Embrilliance for free, and that version will allow you to add lettering to an existing design, but you will not be able to do a lot of editing with your design. Now here I am showing you that I am saving this as a PES file. I'm using the 5x7 hoop size. I want to make sure that I have everything correct here. I will show you in another video how to use a multi-position hoop. Now my file is ready. I will go over to the port and plug in my USB. I am going to plug it into the slot, and you will see that it says no name and there is an eject button on it. Now this design is ready to be moved over. I'm going to do a last couple of checks and see what I would like to do with it. On the right bottom box, you can change a number of things there when you pay for the upgraded version. Now here I am saving it as, I want to save it as a working file and as a stitch file, because in the future, if I ever want to use it again and change things, I can go ahead and do that. So for now, I am using this as a regular stitch file, and I'm naming it crabapp.aiden.pes because I'm using a PES file. I am going to now add a little more that it's a 5x7 hoop. I like to do that just so I know when I'm looking at my files which one I will need to use. You could see down here that there are a lot of different file types you can choose. You want to make sure that you choose the right one for your machine. After looking at this a little closer, I've decided that the A and the I are a little too close together, so I'm going to use the software here to move it, and as you could see, it's spaced much better now. I'm satisfied with how this looks, so now I am going to go ahead and center it again, and I'm going to move it down to where I feel it looks best. On the left side of the screen, you will see where I have my arrow, no name. I'm pushing the eject button to safely remove my USB. Now I'm walking over my USB to my embroidery machine. In the next video here, you will see what I am doing on the outside of the computer. Now that your project is already on Embrilliance, you can see it right here. You're going to take the USB out of the port and you're going to move it over to your machine. There are a couple of things I'd like to show you to save it. And how we save this is you go into File and you're going to do save as stitch and working. Load it onto your USB. I'm showing you this two ways as we are doing it from the outside and the screen version. I'm going to create two files. So go to File and Save as Stitch and Working, and I'm calling this Crab App 8N 5x7 PES. Right down here you could see that I am going to create this as a PES file, and then we're going to save it. This actually is a little too close, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to space that out a little bit more. And now I am going to center it by clicking on this, and it looks really good. I'm going to center that here, and I'm going to use my down key right here to bring it down in the design. Okay, now I'm going to save it, File, Save As, and I'm going to save it as the same thing, and it's going to ask me if I want to replace it because there is already a file with the same name. I'm going to replace it, and now it's ready for me to take out. So I've loaded my USB onto my computer. This USB is called No Name, so when I upload it, it will go into this USB. I've finished creating my design here, and now I am going to click File, Save Working File As, Crab App 8N 5x7 BE. I'm saving a working file, and I'm also saving a stitch file, and I am going to save this into my No Name here, and I already have saved it, but I'm just doing this to show you what I did, and I'm going to save it. So now it says Crab App 8N 5x7.be already exists. Do you want to replace it? And I'm just going to hit replace because I've already saved it. So this is a applique file. As you can see, it's not filled in here where the crab is because I am going to use fabric in this area to give it a bit of a different look. And you could choose something that matches your thread. This is the Brother embroidery thread that we're going to use on this color, but you're going to just choose something that will match whatever fabric you're going to use. So I like doing applique, it's fun. You want to make sure you have really good scissors. I've linked what I use in the description below. So again, we're going to take this out, and we're going to go and remove this safely. So it's gone over here, so now it tells me it's safe to remove, and the light is off on it, so it's safe to remove. I will bring it over to my machine, and then we will get the embroidery machine started and loaded with the file so that we can stitch this out. Now I have my USB loaded with the file. I am going to insert this into the port on the side of my embroidery machine. I'm going to plug that in. So now I have the machine plugged in, it's turned on. I have my USB plugged into the port on the side. I also am just going to push this now, and it says the carriage of the embroidery unit will move. Please keep your hands, etc., away from the carriage. So I'm going to say, okay, everything's all free and clear of anything that it's going to touch. I'm going to just click okay. I am not going to use my last design, so I'm going to say cancel. And you could see the little USB icon right here, and you're going to just touch that. This is the last design that I uploaded. So I am going to click that now. And I'm going to click set. I'm using the 5x7 hoop. It's already selected it right here. This is a 4x4, which I'm not using. A little line through a circle here to say it's not going to fit, so don't use that one. So I am using the 5x7. The PE 800 goes up to 5x7. That's the largest size that it can take. And I am going to just end edit. So if I wanted to start stitching this out, I would hit embroidery. You could see on here that it will take 15 minutes to stitch out this design. It has the Q foot that is already on here, and it is 6,891 stitches. It has 8 color changes, and right here it says that we're on 0, so we haven't started yet. When you're about to start, what you do is you put your foot down. You saw that this light turned green, and you would have everything all ready with your hoop on, everything ready to go, and then you would push start. Here is the finished project. Again, I used the Brother PE 800 on it in a 5x7 hoop for this cute little crab applique. If you'd like to watch more videos from me about sewing, serging, machine embroidery, and my Etsy shop, please hit the subscribe button below. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to hear about what projects you're working on, and if you have any other tips, tricks, comments, concerns, ideas for upcoming videos, I would be happy to hear from you. Thanks for watching.